How we doing, guys? Moose here, back with episode 17 of our West Ham United career mode. We start things off taking a look at a scouting update, and we actually do add a player to our youth squad. Lewis Hughes looks okay, but Scott Barber, fantastic potential, 79 and 94. His overall range isn't great, but with that big of a potential, he could definitely make a jump, especially if we have him until the May 1st update. But from there, we do come into a huge game here, taking on Liverpool at Anfield. So obviously, it's the return fixture. We did draw with them earlier in the year. Unluckily, we jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and they did come back and level things up to 2. So we will be interested to see if the same thing plays out. We actually see Liverpool sitting in 11th. But 12 points behind us as we sit in 7th. So Liverpool showing that they are struggling similar to this season. You can see actually before I am doing this commentary, they actually lost to Crystal Palace today. So a tough go of things for Liverpool. But luckily for them, they do have Daniel Sturridge healthy, which I think is a real issue for them this year. It's tough for them finding goals, although they are giving up a ton as well. But we come out with an interesting lineup here. We play 3 in the center, Kouyaté, Song, Noble, Downing, Zarate, forming kind of a triumvirate with Carroll leading the line up top. The normal back line of Jenkinson, Reed, Tompkins, and Cresswell, and then Adrian in goal. So we'll see how this does work out for us today. Alex Song plays the ball wide to Jenkinson to start things off here in the 10th minute. Jenkinson moving forward, plays the ball into Cheku Kouyaté. Kouyaté lays the ball back towards Alexander Song. He sees a run of Andy Carroll. And some beautiful football. Lays the ball off to Zarate. And it's a fantastic finish by the striker. A wonderful goal by the man from Vélez Sarsfield. It's a beautiful bit of play. Nice ball into Andy Carroll. Uses his target man ability, just puts his back to goal, lays it off to Zarate, who runs onto the ball, and it's a cool, composed finish right past Mignolet. Nothing he can do there. It's a fantastic goal right in the side netting. And Zarate picks up his 4th goal in the Premier League as he is starting to heat up recently. So that's a fantastic start. But then Cresswell plays a long ball. It's headed on to Stuart Downing, I think by Zarate actually laid the ball onto Andy Carroll, who steps forward here. He comes forward, has a shot, and forces Mignolet into a save. We then bring the ball forward with Zarate, who's got tons of space here. Uses a nice little bit of skill, double step over, then a little bit of a fake going one way, comes back the other way to get around Sacco. The back can't keep up with him. He whips the ball and looking for Downing, and the former Liverpool man tortures his old club with an absolutely unbelievable goal. And then I shouldn't have done this. I didn't think about it, but he celebrates in front of the traveling fans. I saw the traveling fans here, so I went for the celebration. I originally wanted to do the the calm down celebration where you don't celebrate against your former team, but what a goal it was from Downing. Pinpoint header. He does win the jump over, it might have been Glenn Johnson, I'm not sure, but someone who actually could probably out-jump. It's a nice ball here. Zarate plays the ball wide to Jenkinson, who then is able to lay the ball forward to Mark Noble, who's gone forward. He does take a touch, plays the ball in, looking for Andy Carroll, and it's luckily cleared away by Sacco in the center of Liverpool's defense. It only comes out as far as Alexander Song. He has a ping and just puts over the top of the goal. So we head into halftime, and you can see we did take another 2-0 lead against Liverpool, but a horrible giveaway here to Joe Allen. He plays a 1-2 with Daniel Sturridge. Allen then whips the ball to the back post, and Balotelli misses a header from about 4 yards away. Tough angle, but he does miss the header. Glenn Johnson then plays the ball forward to Coutinho, lays the ball back to Jordan Henderson as Liverpool come on the counter here. Back to Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson lays the ball forward. Daniel Sturridge with a nice through ball. Sturridge marked by Winston Reed. And I'll tell you what, this game was an absolute story of 2 halves as Reed gets a poor clearance. It eventually finds his way to Balotelli. He lays it back to Daniel Sturridge, over to Coutinho, who strikes it from range, but it's a fantastic save by Adrian. And this was a game of 2 halves. That first half you saw, there wasn't a single Liverpool highlight. They were absolutely horrible. We dominated them, picked up 2 goals, well-deserved goals I might add. But the second half, entirely the opposite as Daniel Sturridge scores a goal that brings Liverpool back in the game in the 54th minute. He's played through by Coutinho, and it's a simple finish under the diving Adrian. It's a great ball movement by Liverpool. Really nice passing, almost reminiscent of an Arsenal-type style, playing the ball in the opponent's third. And then Sturridge, of course, on his left foot, he's going to finish. That's a fantastic goal inside the post. But this was an absolute turn of events. Liverpool just dominated the game in the second half, although we do get a chance here. Jenkinson playing the ball forward to Stuart Downing. He does well just to keep it in. Finds a head of Carroll, and he turns it on goal really well, but it's right at Mignolet. But Liverpool absolutely dominated us in the second half. They were swarming in front of the home fans, wanted the equalizer. Moreno plays the ball into Balotelli. It's headed away only as far as Coutinho. Finds its way back to Daniel Sturridge. He comes in, lays it back to Moreno. And Moreno has a shot that smashes off the bar, but luckily for us, it falls right back to the hands of Adrian. So Liverpool coming forward, 78th minute. The ball falls away to Sturridge, and what a block that was by Aaron Cresswell. Comes away only as far as Joe Allen. He plays the ball to Lucas Leiva, then out to the Italian man, Mario Balotelli. Plays it back to the England striker, who's on form with 8 goals this year, Daniel Sturridge. Eventually finds his way to Jordan Henderson. His shot goes just inches wide of the post. And then Liverpool here, with the chance that it made them go begging here. Moreno does really well, lays the ball back to John. He chips the ball, and Sturridge is able to finish it past Adrian, but no celebration from the man. We don't get to see his crazy dance because he's well offsides. I mean, this reminded me of the goal Charlie Austin thought he scored for QPR against Manchester City when he was 10 feet offsides, but still celebrated the goal like it would have counted. Sturridge, you could see there, so far offsides, and that would be the last chance Liverpool had. So they were denied a goal, rightly you might say, by the official, and that does allow us to pick up the 3 points away from home against a struggling Liverpool side with a huge 2-1 victory on the strength of a couple of early goals. And you can see the story of 2 halves. It ended up Liverpool dominated one half, we dominated the other, led to possession, shots on target, everything pretty much being even. And the man of the match actually was Mauro Zarate. Fantastic performance by the Argentinian with 1 goal and 1 assist. So fantastic from him. And then now we come into a huge game just after this Liverpool game. I think this game's only 3 days later, so we did have to rest play a little bit of a different squad, but I did want to get as tough a side out as I could. As we come into the round of 16, taking on Arsenal. Even though I'm not an Arsenal fan, I'll tell you what, that is a beautiful view getting to take a look outside the stadium. Love that they're able to do that with the stadiums in FIFA this year. Obviously, seeing some of the pitches in the Barclays Premier League are just fantastic. But Arsenal come out in a 4-2-3-1, Flamini and Arteta in the middle. And they have Coquelin playing out on the wing, and they left guys like Welbeck, Sanchez on the bench, though they do come on later in the game. So a little bit of an interesting lineup. We come out with our normal diamond. Downing playing behind Valencia and Sacco. Noble, Kiyate, Song in the middle. And our back four pretty much the same, except I did take Jenkinson out, seeing as we were against Arsenal. I accidentally left him on the bench against his on-loan team, but I decided I wouldn't play him just for this sake. But Aaron Cresswell goes on a marauding run. Fantastic. Darts through the defense and eventually smashes a shot off the post that he's unlucky not to score on at the near post on Szczesny. But then we get a ball into Alex Song. He plays a beautiful one to Stuart Downing. Finds him on the through ball, and the on-loan Barcelona man puts us ahead 1-0 in just the 10th minute. It was a fantastic play, well worked. He is able to outpace the Arsenal defenders. That's a fantastic ball by Downing and simply smashed into the net by Alexander Song. He outpaces Arteta there, who was man-marking him. It's a great goal. Really well worked, I'll tell you what. We had actually been pressuring them for a few minutes just before that goal, and it was definitely a deserved goal, as you can see. Then Zarate and Jenkinson celebrating on the bench there with the Ascot Lions. A fantastic goal. Alex Song, obviously, is first in the FA Cup, as we did start out playing a little bit of rotated sides in like the first and second game, but now that we're getting into some of the big boys, it's really huge here. As Cresswell plays a wonderful ball forward to Valencia. Szczesny does come out to challenge him. He then decides to change his mind and not boot it away, so Valencia does have a shot, but Szczesny makes a save. Then another beautiful ball sprayed out wide by Stuart Downing, eventually to O'Brien. He plays the ball in looking for Valencia, but it is cleared away as far as Aaron Cresswell. He tries to create a chance, plays the ball to Kiyate, and Kiyate lines up a shot from 35 yards that was actually going to be a good strike, but it was deflected, took all the pace out of it, and it was a simple stop for Szczesny. We then lay the ball back here, eventually finds its way to Alexander Song here in the 45th minute. Does a nice little feint and step over to turn the ball onto his left foot and have a shot, but it's just inches wide, and I'm still looking for that long-range goal that would really decide things, and give me a nice highlight material goal from range, but we haven't been able to get that yet. I've had a few in offline play as well as in like Ultimate Team and things of that nature, but nothing here in career mode as of yet, though we are giving it a go. Certainly, I love the feeling of scoring a goal from range. Beautiful goal in the top corner. But Valencia here fouled by Mertesacker, which allows us to get a free kick from 41 yards. Noble steps up to take it, and he actually picks out the beautiful run of Saka, who's unmarked, and he heads the ball past Wojciech Szczesny. And it's a shock 2-0 lead at the Emirates, and Sacco with the diving celebration in front of the West Ham fans. It's a beautiful goal, and how can you contain the excitement of the Irons faithful? What a beautiful ball in. Szczesny with no chance on a header from that close. Beautiful ball in, and the man marking him, I think, was Ozil, which Ozil not known for his defensive prowess, so you can't be surprised that a striker of Sacco's prowess would be able to beat him in the air. But it's a fantastic goal nonetheless, and a huge goal if we do want to keep progressing here in the FA Cup. So fantastic to see Diafra Sakho get on the score sheet to give us a little bit of breathing room. Arsenal then tried to apply the pressure. Callum Chambers here plays a 1-2 with Theo Walcott, and Chambers actually gets forward. You can see him get forward, but Walcott plays the ball in with the outside of his foot, eventually finds his way to Ozil, and what a clearance that was. Fantastic defensive play. Then we get the ball the other way with Valencia. Nice little fake shot to get around Mertesacker at the halfway line. Turns inside of Koscielny as well. Has a strike, but what a diving tackle from Laurent Koscielny, the French defender, with a fantastic play. But Ozil then, the 57th minute, lays the ball into Theo Walcott. Walcott using his pace to get outside of Aaron Creswell. Creswell goes in for the slide tackle. Is eventually cleared into Giroud, and his header goes just over the bar. So we see Arsenal bring on the likes of Alexis Sanchez. They have Olivier Giroud up front. They also bring on Welbeck. And put him out wide, give them another attacking option. They took off, I think, Arteta for that. But this is a fantastic chance. And here we get a free kick. Noble tried to get the ball onto his right foot. Chambers dives in recklessly to give us a free kick. But I decide since we have the 2-0 cushion, give Valencia a chance to see if he can strike one from 24 yards. And he smashes it off the crossbar. What a chance by Enner Valencia. But he's just unlucky that he can't beat the woodwork. Valencia then does a nice bit of play, holding the ball up there. Eventually plays a through ball to Sakho, who lays it forward to Stuart Downing in the 75th minute. Could he make it 3-0? No. Szczesny with a fantastic save, and then it's eventually cleared by Per Mertesacker. Welbeck then now on, plays the ball wide to Alexis Sanchez, the former Barcelona man. Plays the ball into Giroud, and it's a fantastic save on the header by Adrian. Valencia then coming forward, using his strength to hold off his man. Plays a 1-2 with Sakho, gets a chance in, and Szczesny with another fantastic save to keep the ball out. As Valencia surely looked to have a goal, but he is kept out. We do get a corner though. I actually we brought Rodriguez, our young signing that we picked up in January, into the game to take that free kick. He plays it in, looking for the head of Alex Song, who does flick it on, and Szczesny with another miraculous save comes out to Sakho. He eventually is dispossessed, but we do win a free kick off the foul given away on Diafra Sakho there. So it allows Valencia to step up, have another crack at it from 24 yards. So two fantastic scoring positions for the Ecuadorian hitman. He comes forward and just over the bar. Really wanted him to be able to bend one in there, but his first chance was the best, and he did smash off the crossbar. But that would be all she wrote. Arsenal didn't have a ton of chances late on the game, and we actually outplayed them really well. It's interesting. Arsenal seems to be one of the teams I do have the most trouble with, but in this game we were able to come away with a victory, knock the Gunners out of the FA Cup, the actual holders of the FA Cup. We took them out, and we will be moving on to the FA Cup quarterfinals with a huge victory. Obviously, we did dominate them. They held possession, of course, as Arsenal want to do, but we had the chances, took them, and we'll be moving on to the next round. So a fantastic episode. Victories over Liverpool and Arsenal in the FA Cup. So hope you have enjoyed it. We'll see you in episode 18. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.